This is Alba, the world's best female player in Fortnite. Today I'm going to be looking at her most recent performance in the Soda Cash Cup, where she dominated all the pros and even made money. Alba starts her game at a very interesting drop spot. It's not a named location, it's even a single chest, but as you can see there's a toilet right beside her, and that takes her into this tunnel area that has a lot of loot. There is a thing though she has to be careful for, and that was that enemy she saw earlier dropping down into this location. And what I like that she did here is she wasn't afraid to look for a fight. Sorry about that. She wasn't afraid to look for a fight. This guy could have come out this door trying to get more loot, but yeah, he eventually didn't, and she didn't focus on getting the rest of the loot in her location. Then when she rotated here, she got slurp barrels. She knows how important it is to be full shield. She's a very optimal player. Every time I was watching her, she was rotating and trying to get as much loot as possible, but not being greedy, only getting it when it was safe. Here she sees a good angle to get a beam on this pro player, by the way. This is a British pro player, Cade, and she actually did better than him in this match, which is just insane and shows her ability as a player. Does have to be careful here though, because this guy by the name of Banana was near her and actually gets a good few shots off of Alba. Now this could have went horribly wrong. This player could have hard W keyed and gone her box and box fought, but luckily he didn't. But still, I think Alba would have been prepared because she built quickly, she has heals from looting well, and she's actually quite a good fighter, so she could have very well been fine. This guy now though is in front of her and probably going to be a nuisance, potentially going to hold her. But let's see how she gets by the situation. First of all, just staying in her box, not over peeking anything, which is really important. You never want to stand on the top of the staircase, open your cone and just spray, because this matter you'll just get absolutely lasered. So I think the banana guy rotated, so she must have spotted that, and now she knows it's safe. Get her mats back up, and then she just obviously rotated ahead. Here, I need to show you something which I found surprising, is she dropped her grey pump, and as you can see, she now has a purple Oni. I guess it's preference, but maybe the Oni isn't as bad as going as I thought it was. But I thought it was quite bad. Here you'll see though she gets the easiest kill in her life, sprays this wall, knows that the player might be weak, and boom, elimination. Again though, this is such a stacked game, there's players everywhere, and she gets tagged for some easy damage. But I'm not sure if you know this season, guys, but if you have a fishing rod and a pool of water, you can get infinite shieldfish. I don't know why, but you can. I think it's a bug, and I'm glad they haven't fixed it though, because I think it does create for interesting plays. You can't do storm heal off, but you can at least make your game bring back a scuffed game, like a cap shieldfish. When I was watching this, I thought she was just going to get a shieldfish to heal her back to full HP. But what I was shocked by is she actually fished up 6 shieldfish, which you think about it, it does make sense though. Even though it's slightly less HP than having max minis and big shields, the speed you can pop shieldfish at makes it so much worth it. You know, if you either get lasered by some player and to give yourself a fighting chance, you pop the shieldfish, or you're rotating, you need to heal up. There's the speed, the fact that they're quick, there's so much benefits of having shieldfish. Here she gets tagged for 6 damage. What I found interesting was she stopped and actually used that shieldfish to get to full HP. And that's what I mean by how she plays so optimal. And here she has to make a difficult rotate. She's scanning left and right the whole time while using the sword to quickly rotate. She's ready to build. Every time she does jump, she takes out her builds. She has very good habits, and that's what I noticed that the best players in Fortnite do, is they have habits. It's not like something they think about on the spot. When they do a certain edit, maybe they take out their builds for protection, or as you can see when she swords, there was enemies so she didn't. But every time she has sworded, she takes out her builds while in the air, which is a really good habit because you're ready to build and protect yourself. Here, partially she didn't get a shot at that guy, but she's now really deep in endgame. And I like the way she's building in metal. She does get sprayed here, but doesn't panic. Does a great job at changing the layer and now again building in metal. When you're this far in endgame, you need to be building in your strongest material because it allows you to look for refreshes easier because you're not as worried as someone pickaxing your wall and jumping in. If it was wooden walls you're on, you couldn't look for refreshes because one side you're distracted shooting someone and this other guy just jumps in your wall in 2 seconds. But that is why metal is so important. I also like the way she's not just opening the whole time, she's scouting, getting awareness so she can make an informed decision and not make a terrible mistake. Here there is players beside her, so it wouldn't be the best situation to rotate, but if Storm does start moving, she's going to have to rotate. And also her Bob, the blue slurp guy, just disappears. His uses were not used. He just said, I'm out of this game, and disappeared. Don't know why that happens, but it does. Here, as you can see, once she knows the players have rotated, she then knows it's safe to rotate. Shooting that guy though, I think might be a bit of a misplay because in this situation she needs to get ahead and should focus on that. She also goes for a play here. Risky again because 2 things could happen there. She goes for that. The guy hits for a big damage shot. Now she's on backside rotating with a sword and gets shot for twice, you know, and get killed. So that's one thing, fighting backside. And second thing is you just get into a backside fight, take loads of storm damage, struggle to get forward, and you die. Luckily though, she did a good job at rotating after that misplay, I believe, and is now boxing up in brick because that was the material she's on. As you can see, she did make a metal box though after. But now she has to rotate again. Storm is on the move. I like the fact that she's building up here. There's no one on height that can spray her, but her building up allows her to get awareness on the players around her. Instead of just going out of her box in the open, she does that and it helps a lot. And she has yet to be shot because she knew where she could rotate and be safe. You did see here though, they are missing a few shots with the Oni shotgun, and I think that is why the Oni is not so great. Its crosshair is so tiny, it's really hard to hit some shots. But you will see later, she does get a few kills by using the Oni. Boom, she gets a tag there. And surprisingly, it's actually not even a strong tag. For a shotgun that's supposed to be ranged, I just don't think it does enough for what it's supposed to be. And that's why the pump is miles better than any of the shotguns this season. Here again, she's running out of materials, she's building a metal, she's giving herself the best opportunity to go for refresh. Sorry for yawning there, by the way. Okay, out she goes at the box, swording, landing on floor so she can sword again quickly. She isn't just flying off out of some sky base and making herself easy to get shot. No, she's being quick and efficient with her sword rotates. Again, she has great awareness. She realized she was getting shot from below, didn't panic, and now just built a floor and headed to her stairs. One thing, again, I keep noticing in how she plays is constantly scouting, seeing where are the enemies, where are the biggest threats, where are the refreshes that I can get to save this game. Is this her own box? It's not her own box, but to save materials, she runs into another player's previous box, so she can just give herself a chance to, I guess, reposition and get slightly ahead and make the next rotate. Sees a player here, edits on it, but unfortunately doesn't get anything from it. Again, she could edit her cone here and swing on his wall. She does. It doesn't work out. I wonder what she will do here. Now, would she make a mistake? This player rotates out the wall, that's fine. Now she needs to rotate. She's on backside. Doesn't look up there, unfortunately, and gets hit for a nice chunk of damage. But this is where the shield fish come in so handy. She gets in this guy's box. He drops her down. He hits her for a lot of health. She switches to AR, shoots him. She's 1 HP. Exactly 1. And somehow she gets the elimination. This honestly was the first time in this match that I felt she got lucky. Other times I felt like she's been playing quite well, really smart, but sometimes, I guess I also say some videos, you just have to get lucky. Now, misplay there was, I think, I saw floppers. She definitely should have just popped the shield fish and took the floppers. Maybe she didn't notice, or maybe it was one and she felt it was just a waste of time. Here though, again, building, if you see the way she made that box with the stairs, 2 walls and then 1 box, it's actually a much better way to box up in soda cash cups, especially because the 1 box allows you to get refresh out of it. It also allows you to save materials, and then you have 1 box. The further in one, that's just kind of for safety. Here though, again, she's on the move. She's playing really well so far. She really is the best female player in Fortnite. I totally believe that. Does a great job of hitting her head above, so her sword takes her more forward and she doesn't go into the air for as long. She is now building a wood though, so she definitely needs to get a refresh. She hits some for a lot of damage and she gets the airship. But what I like that she does here is she doesn't go for it. She sees Storm is on the move again. She knows she still has a bit of materials, and she could see that there was a player there. So there was 3 things telling her there is no need to go for this really risky refresh. I know you just got the kill, but it's not worth it. And because of that play, she actually gets to live so much longer in this endgame. She does pop her shield fish though, because it's so far to endgame. People are going to be maybe on her walls. It's better just to quickly get those heals off, then slow herself down with the minis. This guy though, Senos, I think it is. He's not too healthy, appears to be out of mats. She does go out, maybe look to take height. Doesn't work. She also solo on mats. I don't see how it's going to ever be possible. Look for the side jump play. Unfortunately, doesn't get it. And now she's on this guy's wall. Gets hit for a lot of damage. It looks like this is going to be the end. She does a good job to get out. But she's so weak. She's so low on mats. There's no way really she could have done anything more. And she goes down in 3rd place with 3 kills. That was her best game in the Solo Cash Cup that contributed to her coming 24th, so she made $160 from this tournament.